Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If I could ask you to take your seats, the APEX in Safety launch ceremony is about to begin. Good afternoon. My name is Craig Bradbrook, and I'm the Deputy Director General with ACI World, and it's my honour to be the Master of Ceremony for the ceremony this afternoon. We will start the ceremony and then proceed to questions from the media afterwards. We have present this afternoon members of the ACI World Governing Board, the ACI Regional Directors and Senior Executives from those airports that have participated in some of the airport safety reviews. I'd like in particular to introduce our guest of honour, Mr. Henry Gurji, the Chief Continuous Monitoring and Oversight Section of the Air Navigation Bureau of ICAO, who is representing Ms. Nancy Graham, the Director of the Air Navigation Bureau, and Mr. Ramon Benjamin, the Secretary General of ICAO. I'd also like to introduce our Director General, Ms. Angela Gittens, and our Chair of the ACI World Governing Board, Dr. Yanis Barakis. The APEX in Safety Programme is an initiative of ACI that aims to enhance the level of safety at airports worldwide. It seeks to do this by helping airports to manage safety better through the provision of guidance material, self-assessment and performance monitoring tools, training, airport safety reviews, and best practice sharing. In the past year, 6 pilot airport safety reviews have been conducted at airports in Lomé in Togo, San Pedro Sula in Honduras, Maputo in Mozambique, Lusaka, Zambia, Jakarta, Indonesia, and Cluj, Romania. We're now ready to launch the full APEX in Safety program. I'd like to invite Mr. Henry Gurji to make his remarks. Mr. Gurji, please.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pleased to have this opportunity to say a few words at this APEX in Safety launch ceremony on behalf of ICAO and Ms. Nancy Graham, the Director of ICAO Air Navigation Bureau. For those of you not familiar with ICAO, we are the International Civil Aviation Organization. It's a specialized agency of the United Nations. It comprises of 191 member states, which is practically all the states in the world. ICAO serves as a primary forum for cooperation in all fields of civil aviation. Improving the safety of the global air transport system is ICAO's guiding and most fundamental strategic objective. ICAO works constantly to address and enhance global aviation safety outcomes through a number of coordinated activities. These include setting standards and recommended practices necessary for aviation safety and for aerodromes that would be found in ICAO's Annex 14, monitoring key safety trends and indicators, safety analysis, and coordinating assistance activities to address safety issues identified in its member states. The enhancement of global aviation safety is the driving force behind the ICAO Global Aviation Safety Plan, and is complemented this year with the Global Aviation Navigation Plan. The GAS, which is the Global Aviation Safety Plan, is a high-level strategic document and designed to enhance aviation safety through the promotion of proactive safety management principles to identify and effectively manage risk. Over the past decade, the aviation community has witnessed a fundamental shift in its approach to safety. ICAO and partnering stakeholders have been developing and implementing pragmatic, risk-based approaches to address emerging global safety issues and to better focus support to states with more pronounced safety challenges. The evolution of these strategies is critical to ensure that international civil aviation remains the safest mode of transportation, particularly as it continues to accommodate significant growth in global populations and air travel in the foreseeable future. In this context, the launch of a global safety improvement initiative such as APEX and Safety is particularly timely. Through partnerships with industry and key stakeholders, ICAO is striving to take a more action-oriented approach to promoting the safe development of international civil aviation. We have initiated and expanded upon agreements with partners to support the development of monitoring programs and the exchange of safety data, as well as to collaborate on identifying safety indicators in all sectors of the aviation system. We're very pleased to have recently concluded such an agreement between ICAO and ACI in a formalized memorandum of cooperation that was signed in June of this year by the President of ICAO Council and Ms. Gittens, Director General for ACI. The objective of this memorandum of cooperation is to improve safety standards at airports worldwide. It reflects the mutual wish of ICAO and ACI to work jointly and to coordinate its resources to achieve the highest possible levels of compliance with ICAO Annex 14 standards and recommended practices on aerodromes. A centerpiece of this Memorandum of Cooperation is ICAO's support for the ACI APEX and Safety program. We believe that APEX and Safety has the potential to make a real difference in improving safety at airports worldwide. It moves ACI into the realm of active safety management, a concept that ICAO is committed to and supports. We are looking forward to our continued collaboration with ACI as the APEX and Safety initiatives move into full implementation phase. Such collaboration will support ACI's efforts to ensure that all airports have the necessary knowledge, management structures, and assistance they need in order to implement the standards and recommended practices of the Annex 14 on aerodromes. It will also build on ICAO's principles of airport certification in line with Annex 14 and safety management systems as well. These activities represent the strategies and tools by which the aviation community can work together to promote a global safety culture and achieve sustainable airports. Governments and industry share a common interest in aviation success. On ICAO's part, we look forward to seeing a strong and robust APEX and Safety program and wish ACI great success in this endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gorgie. I now invite our Director General, Ms. Angela Gittens, to make her remarks. Angela, please.
Thank you, Craig. It gives me great pleasure to greet you here today to talk about probably the most exciting program ACI has ever had in its history. The APEX and Safety Program, Airport Excellence and Safety Program, is the airport community's response to the need to enhance aviation safety worldwide. The program builds on the long-standing tradition of mutual assistance that exists within the global airport community. In essence, the APEX and Safety Program is airports helping airports manage safety better. The cornerstone of the APEX and Safety Program is the Airport Safety Review, a peer review assessment of safety at a host airport using ICAO Annex 14 and industry best practice as the benchmark. The findings and recommendations from the review enable the host airport to develop an improvement action plan, and ACI tracks the progress with the airport in implementing that plan. We also assist the airport in implementing that plan where needed. We have spent the past year developing and testing the airport safety review process. And as Craig mentioned, we've completed 6 safety reviews at airports in 4 of the 5 ACI regions. We are very pleased with the results, and you'll hear more about that in a moment. this would have been possible without the support and guidance from the Secretary General and President of ICAO and their staffs, including Henry. The signing of the Memorandum of Cooperation provides the foundation upon which we can implement the APEX and Safety Program in the future. I'm very grateful, too, for the vision and support of the World Governing Board, in particular our chair, Mr. Yanis Paraskis, who's here with us today, and our board liaison for safety, Mr. Odd Rubin, who I don't see in the room right now. This program has taken their support, taken their money, and they have never wavered. I'd like to also acknowledge the leadership and support of the airports that have partnered with us to date on the airport safety reviews. They lend us their experts to help other airports. For the first safety review in Togo, we had Geneva Airport and the Airports Authority of Morocco. Geneva Airport is here with us today, Monsieur Robert Guillaume. Quito International Airport, Monsieur Philippe Dorel is here, but he's not in the audience right now. Airports Company of South Africa, Vancouver International Airport, Airports Authority of India, Incheon Airport, Bangalore International Airport, and Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. Thank you all. You've made it happen. Now, I think we all know that excellence in safety is a journey that every airport is on. Each airport is at a different point on the journey. And through the APEX and Safety Program, we aim to help all airports to achieve continuous improvement in safety. We don't underestimate the size of the challenge ahead, but together we can make the difference and raise the bar on airport safety worldwide. And I thank you for your support.
Thank you, Angela. I would now like to invite the chair of the ACI World Governing Board, Dr. Yanis Paraskis, to make his remarks.
Thank you, Greg. It's a long day, so good morning, so good afternoon. I'm very pleased to officiate the formal launch ceremony of the APEX and Safety Program, because safety is at the very heart of our airport businesses. As airport CEOs, we have to manage a range of risks in our everyday business, like environmental, security, financial, and of course, safety. The good news is that these risks can be managed effectively if one has the right approach, the right commitment, and the right expertise. So I was very pleased when the Director General, Angela Gittens, presented her proposal to develop the Airport Excellence in Safety Program, APEX, as this helps airports in providing an approach, the expertise and the guidance to enable an airport to manage safety better. As the Director General has said in her remarks, the pursuit of excellence is not a destination, it's a journey. All airports are on that journey. We might be at different stages, but we are all on the same journey of continuous improvement. As the Director General also said, we are businesses in a competitive marketplace, but the airports in ACI have also a long tradition and track record of mutual assistance, helping each other, airports sharing best practices. I applaud and thank the leadership shown by my fellow airport CEOs mentioned by Angela a few minutes ago, who have already partnered with ACI in the airport safety reviews. This partnership is a win-win proposition for everybody. It's a win for the airport hosting the peer review, which benefits from the expertise and mentoring it receives. It's a win for the safety practitioners from the safety partner airports that participate in a peer review. This contributes to their continuous professional development. It's a win for the safety partner airports in that it provides the staff development opportunity, the opportunity to team and learn from other airports, and it provides the opportunity to give back as part of their corporate social responsibility. It's a win for the regulators who see the vulnerabilities at an airport being addressed and higher levels of compliance with regulatory standards At last, and most importantly, of course, it's the win for the traveling public. The traveling public we serve and the people we employ who benefit from safer aerodromes. Ladies and gentlemen, the airport industry is also on this journey to excellence in safety, and we are at an important milestone. Yesterday, the World Governing Board unanimously endorsed the next step. This linked to the money Angela mentioned a few minutes ago, for the full implementation of the APEX in Safety program. And we have set a target to expand the 6 pilot cases to 100 airport safety reviews by the end of 2015, with an additional similar number of airports using the other APEX in Safety tools. Over this weekend, we have seen the members of the ACI regional board sign a commitment to support the APEX in Safety program, and during the conference, this sign-up board will be at the ACI stand here in the exhibition. I encourage all airport leaders attending the conference in Calgary to visit the stand to find out more about APEX in Safety program and how they can benefit from it, and to join in this commitment of support. As airport leaders, I believe we will all reflect from time to time about what will be the legacy of our term in office. It is my personal hope that one legacy of my tenure as the chair of ACI World and as the CEO of Athens Airport will be the improvement in airport safety worldwide through the APEX and Safety program. Angela, the board has given you the mandate to build this legacy. The APEX and Safety program is clear to take off. On behalf of the board and the airport industry we represent, we commit to support you in the execution of this vital mission. Bon chance et bon courage.
Thank you, Dr. Paraskis. We'd now like to invite those representatives of the airport, or the Airport Excellence and Safety Airport Partners present to come on stage to be recognized and to receive a token of our appreciation of their leadership and support. Could I ask Angela, Dr. Paraskis and Henry, could you please come on stage? And could, first of all, could we ask Monsieur Robert Deon to come and join us? Yeah, would you like to come up here?
Everybody, can you all look here, please? Sir? Everybody, thank you, right here. Thank you. One more. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mr. Jose Candrino from Maputo International Airport. Please. Mr. Robinson Misatala from National Airports Corporation of Zambia.
I have nothing
Thank you.
I think that concludes it.
No more safety partners.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This concludes the ceremony, and we'd like to give the opportunity to the representatives of the media present to ask any questions of Mr. Gurji, Ms. Gittens, or Dr. Paraskis. Any questions?
There's one over here.
Can we get a microphone?
Congratulations, Angela. That's awesome. Was this partly spurred by the, not spate, but recent, several occasions of airplane disasters that have occurred throughout the world in the last few years? And secondly, how much of these reviews will include potential enhancements to airport infrastructure as part of the safety enhancement?
On the first one, I'd say we started this program before a fairly recent spate of accidents. None of the recent spate of accidents have really involved the airport per se. So what this really came from, working with ICAO, is looking at the growth of aviation. And what we said was, we don't want to have the same accident rate to go with this growth, because then we have a lot more accidents. So you have to start bringing the rate down. In previous years, previous iterations of this attempt, the industry started with investigating accidents, and then you cure what caused the accident. And then it evolved into, let's look at incidents, and let's treat incidents very seriously, and try to mitigate what caused the incident before it starts an accident. And then now it has evolved to, let's look at vulnerabilities. Safety management systems, safety cultures. Let's go at what could happen if it's not mitigated. And so that's what made us start the program, that, we're not accident investigators, we're not scientists, we're airports. And the one thing we can do is help other airports identify their vulnerabilities and then put things into action, into motion, to address those vulnerabilities. With respect to physical infrastructure, sometimes it's a physical infrastructure problem. Most of the time, it's not. Most of the time, because we have our safety experts, most of the time there are some common sense solutions that don't require a lot of money. Some of it requires regulatory change. Some of it may require the institution of safety cultures, communication with the other shareholders, if you will, on the airport platform. I mean, that's a large part of it. The airport has to communicate with the airlines, who need to communicate with the ground service operators, who need to communicate with air traffic control, and all of these players on the airport have to share data, to share a common vision, and have to take ownership of the safety. Everyone owns safety, and that's the culture you need to inculcate. Rarely is it infrastructure.
How is the group of airports assembled that perform the reviews?
That perform the safety reviews? We solicit volunteers. The regions, all of the ACI regions have been very heavily involved in this. So each regional director, and we have Ali Tunzi, the regional director from ACI Africa. We have Patty Chow, the regional director of ACI Asia Pacific. We have Javier Martinez, the regional director for ACI Latin America Caribbean. We have Olivier Jankovic, the regional director for ACI Europe, and you've already met Greg Principato, the regional director for ACI North America. So we all get together and we solicit volunteers. We're in the process of developing a database so that we can ramp up and get more volunteers. We solicited some of our old favorites who always help us out. They don't know how to say no, like Geneva Airport and the Airports Authority of Morocco, to do the very first one. So there's no shortage of people wanting to help. Peer reviewism is very common in our industry. Airports do peer reviews or get other airports to take a look at them for a whole range of activities. We just thought, safety is the most important thing we do. Let's do it for safety, and let's do it at the worldwide level. And then you need somebody, and that's us, ACI, need somebody to help put all that together.